Well, we cannot think he's going to be selflessly being interested in solving this. He has already clarified that he's going to support Israel and give any release any strains on Israel regarding the current war with Gaza and also with Hezbollah. Probably Donald Trump is going to have a harder stance on Iran, especially economically. We have seen the U.S. sanctions during his strong and almost breaking apart Iranian economy during his administration. So he's probably going to go back on those set of measures against Iran, that it's one of the main supporters of Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations. Um, I do believe that Trump is going to move forward also with strengthening his alliances with the countries of the Abraham Accords, like Saudi Arabia, Egypt,
Sir,
etc.
with the United States already signing a military agreement to give U.S. aid to the Middle East and to Ukraine, how do you read this agreement in context of the Trump administration at this point, and how is he going to react towards the ongoing crisis in the Middle East?
Well, I do think Trump is interested in finishing the conflict with Russia and Ukraine, especially due to the need of stabilizing the energy market. Because of domestic reasons, Trump needs to have the energy cost reduced internally and domestically in the US. So it needs to have the energy market at a global scale stabilized. That's why he's going to move forward with pacifying the conflict with Ukraine and Russia. So that's what I think regarding the Ukrainian invasion. It's how it's going to move forward for Donald Trump in that sense. And within the Middle East, I insist. I do think the Trump administration will provide more support to
Sir, with
Israel.
regards to Ukraine, how would Trump's return to the White House likely affect U.S. relations with NATO allies, of course, giving prior criticisms of the alliance, sir?
Well, I do believe that Trump's interest is in getting of not supporting this kind of organizations at a global scale. Not only NATO, but also other international institutions. That was something that he promoted during his first administration, and I think it's going to get deeper in his second term. So,
So is he facing, sir,
NATO,
is
as
he facing
NATO.
another big challenge?
Sorry, can you repeat
Is,
that?
is Trump facing another big challenge at this point?
Well, his main challenge is going to be China. China is going to be his biggest challenge in his administration because he's intending to uh, all over again in a trade war against China and promoting the industrialization of the U.S. economy against the Chinese economy. So that's going to be one of the biggest challenges of Trump's administration in the economic level rather than in the military level. He has clearly stated that he's not interested in pursuing other conflicts or wars at the international level.
Okay, sir, in what ways might Trump's America's First stance influence his approach to international diplomacy and the crisis management this time around, especially that he said with regards to the Ukrainian and Russian war, that he will end it in 24 hours during his campaign? And with regards to the Middle East, he said that he is going to solve the as soon as possible. He's going to reach a ceasefire as soon as possible, or all of this together, just campaign promises.
Well, I do think there are campaign promises. I think that promising that you're going to end the Ukraine conflict in 24 hours, it's a bit not possible. But I
He
think
said
that the
so, sir.
interest in sorry.
He said so. He said so. Donald Trump said so.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a little childish to think that it's going to be solved in 24 hours. But there's an interest of Donald Trump of stopping this conflict, as I said before, because there is an interest in stabilizing the energy market supply at a global scale, thus reducing prices in the energy market at a global scale, thus providing better prices and better costs for the American customers of oil and gas. So that's his interest is over there. And in the Middle East, he has clarified that he's going to support strongly Israel. So I think that um, Israel will have more support from Donald Trump, and also from countries, as I mentioned before, Saudi Arabia and countries from the Arab Accords, especially if we see his previous administration on how he managed the issue of the Middle East. But sanctions on Iran and alliances with countries from the Arabian Gulf.